Okay, so the section layer is a very, very special layer and it controls certain functionality that you would want to only have happen on certain areas of one map. Alright, so I built this little house here just as an example of some of the functionality that it'll give you. So section layers, so when you click over here, if you see this button, this acts as the section layer. So when you select that, it'll bring up this interface. So if I'm on FG1 or whatever and I select this, it'll bring up this interface where it's asking you for a section number. All right, make sure that right to the left of the section layer, there is the checkbox. If you don't see these numbers here, sometimes it'll already be like filled in. So just turn it off and then turn it back on, and you'll see the section numbers pop up. All right, so these section numbers that you would type in here reference to something called the Oddity Editor. So this is like the external editor for the game, and I created this one called Tutorial that basically handles some of the functionality for us already. All you have to know about this is that this controls the settings and different scripts or anything that would be happening like lighting, like what is the general lighting for that area. And anytime a player walks onto one of these floor tiles or into an area where these section tiles are, they will be basically displayed on their screen the settings that are in here, right? So you can see anyone can PK, so you can create areas on a map where regular PK can't happen, like free for all PK can't happen, but then you'll have them like enter a building or a certain area of that map, and now it's free PK just in that little area. Like so for arenas or something like that would be on a map where there's no PK. You can create like a like a 24 by 24 area where players can PvP. So that's really the best explainer for it. I'm going to go a lot deeper into the section layer in a later tutorial. You can see it in the advanced tutorial section that I'm going to make, and I'll go over some of these settings. Just know that the section layer, all it is like you paint these numbers. So we'll just take number 10, and you can just left click over here, and you can paint that into a certain area. Anytime the player walks into that area, they'll be they'll basically like it can change the map, it can change the lighting. I have another example down here. Let me find it real quick. Sorry. All right, so right in here, I have some section layers by this angel. So just to give you an idea, as soon as I walk into that area, notice all the lighting disappears. And that's just because I set this area to have no lighting. That's pretty much it as far as I'm going to go with the section layer for this tutorial. Look out for an advanced tutorial later.